Written by the Council of Gregs. Prologue: The Shattering of the Beat Barrier. In the celestial frequencies of the rap realm, a protective force called the Great Beat Barrier existed. This sonic wall of rhythm thrived on harmony, created by generations of rap warriors. Its powerful resonance kept order between the harmonic zones, the soul tundra, tempo wastelands, bassline depths, and resonant skyfields. Each zone had its unique vibration. The soul tundra held emotional memories. The tempo wastelands thrummed with ancestral passion. The bassline depths safeguarded the low frequencies of pain. The resonant skyfields harbored melodies crafted by the elders of echo. Yet as time flowed, harmony faded. Generations went by. The rap tribe fractured. Some sought fame, while others turned away from their spiritual roots. This disconnection led to distortion. And then, distortion took shape. A new being emerged from the fringe frequencies. Twilight Zone Rap, once a beacon of light. Now he was tainted by the forbidden force known as Frieza Rap, a menace from the DBZ rap world. Twilight Zone Rap pulsed through the beat line, causing the Great Barrier to rupture. The shattering echoed throughout all zones. Harmonies crumbled. Tempo beasts became twisted curses. Memory fields spiraled into loops, ensnaring minds in torment. The resonance grid began to collapse. Then a prophecy emerged. In the time chamber of echo, sealed with reverb and protected by Grandmaster spirits, 4 sacred shields awakened. The Soul Mirror Shield, forged from truth. The Flame Truth Shield, born of honor and rage. The Love Link Shield, interwoven with compassion. The Infinite Loop Shield, crafted from rhythm. The Legacy Scroll Shield, encrypted with ancestral verses. Each shield resisted warriors guided by arrogance. Only those who bled with rhythm could awaken them. Thus, the shields beaconed. To 5 warriors, to 5 voices of the rap tribe. To those who yearned to reflect, protect, and project. Silence returned. Stillness swelled once. Then again. The battle for harmonic restoration had begun. Jingle. Before the beat can rise, the silence must surrender. Affirmation. I am the echo of my ancestors. My pain is not punishment. It is preparation. Donation. Interlude. Your support keeps the shields alive, warriors rising, and echoes resonating. If this tale stirred your spirit, help us maintain the rhythm. Cash App, Rap Palace, 14. Every bar supported creates a bridge to restoration. Chapter 1. Echoes of the Shield. Call Perspective. Anonymous Cherry. The time chamber of echo rested in silence. Not merely empty, but a stillness where the world holds its breath. Anonymous Cherry stood within it, alone, eyes shut, inhaling echoes of forgotten songs. His shadow stretched beneath him, flickering as ancient lights cycled through frequencies. The chamber walls sparkled, inscribed with glyphs from the tribe's oldest dialect, verses frozen in stone, harmonies trapped in eternity. If you're calling me, Anonymous murmured to the room. Let me hear it clearly. A pulse responded. Deep, resonant, like an ancestral subwoofer stirring from a millennium-long slumber. The scroll ignited. It unfurled in midair, threads lined with gold, forming a waveform. In its center, an orb, silver, living, watching. He stepped forward, reaching out. As his fingers touched the orb, sound exploded. And memories rushed forth. His first heartbreak, the sting of betrayal. His mother turning away, his crew casting him from the cipher. You're too sensitive, they said. Too wild, they sneered. Every moment replayed like an unskippable track. He screamed. Yet his hand never released the orb. Feel it, don't resist, the voice urged. Tears streamed down his cheeks, not from weakness, but from liberation. Every scene ignited flames in his veins. Each memory nourished the shield. The orb cracked, blossoming into a shimmering hexagon of glass and light. The soul mirror shield wrapped around his arm. Not power, but forgiveness swelled within him. He knelt. I'm not broken, he whispered. I'm reflected. The chamber pulsed again, deeper this time. Far away in the soul tundra, the wind shifted. In the tempo wastelands, a beast growled. In the bassline depths, pressure bubbles rose. In the resonant sky fields, light flickered dimly. The shields were awakening. And Anonymous Cherry, rap exile, heart-heavy wanderer, was the first of the 5. Jingle. When the soul accepts the scar, the mirror becomes the star. Affirmation. I reflect what I've healed. I protect what I now love. Donation interlude. This story carries the essence of those facing their reflections. If Anonymous's journey resonates with you, join the movement. Cash App, Rap Palace 214. Your support builds the shield that guards the heart. Chapter 2. Wrath Ignites Perspective. Vegeta Rap the tempo. Wastelands weren't merely traversed. They were survived. Molten basslines bubbled subterraneously, while volcanic rhythms erupted from cracks ready to swallow a crew whole. Firestorms roared with old verses, half recalled, half cursed. Vegeta Rap moved forward like a storm without halt. His fists clenched, jaw tight. Flames flickered at his cloak's edges. Inside him blazed the rage of every moment he had to repress. He wasn't here to duel a beast, but to confront himself. But the Tempo Wastelands had different intentions. A massive shadow loomed. Twisted beats throbbed as a hulking creature emerged, 8 feet tall, cloaked in corrupted bass. Corruptor Beast, MC. You ain't a real warrior. You're a barless brute. All rage, no rhythm. Vegeta stood unwavering. He unwrapped the cloth from his scarred arm. Evidence of unseen battles. Vegeta. Want bars? He growled. Here's one. Be buried by your own beat. The creature lunged. Fire clashed with distortion. Vegeta caught its claws with bare hands, twisting the beast into the lava geyser behind them. It screeched but emerged again, angrier, more distorted. The ground fractured. Lava spewed. The sky darkened. Then it happened. An ancient circle of runes appeared beneath Vegeta's feet. Time slowed. A meteor of sound descended, a roaring pulse of judgment and fire. The shield arrived. The flame truth shield struck his forearm, merging into his being. He ignited, not in anger but clarity. Voice within. Let your fire burn the mask. Let your flame defend the tribe. Vegeta howled, not in rage, but in release. He moved faster. Every punch resonated like a drumline. Each block ignited justice. Vegeta. This flame doesn't destroy, it reveals. He slammed the shield into the ground. A wall of burning truth erupted, engulfing the beast in searing righteousness. The creature evaporated, screaming false bars into the sky. Ash settled. The land pulsed once, then calmed. Vegeta stood still, breath heavy, shield aglow. No longer just a fighter. He embodied the flame warming the Rap tribe at night, and warned enemies to remain distant. Jingle. When the fire doesn't consume you, it builds the truth in you. Affirmation. My anger is a tool. My shield is my transformation. Donation. Interlude. Some warriors shoulder the burn so others may not. If Vegeta Rap's fire moved you, fuel the truth. Cash App, Rap Palace 214. You need not be in the fire to help light the path. Shield Ascension, Rise of the Rap Tribe, written by the Council of Gregs, Chapter 3. Web of the Heart Perspective. Mama. Ama Rap, it was cold in the soul tundra, but not the chill that merely bites your skin. This cold whispered secrets of regrets. It draped around failures like a heavy blanket soaked in sorrow. This chill spoke of heartbreaks never shared. The silence of unheard prayers. Mama Ama Rap walked barefoot on frost-bitten rhythmic fields. Her velvet robes glided through the snow, leaving melodic imprints behind. All around, warriors lay scattered, trapped in loops of dreams and broken chords. Victims of the echo frost. She knelt beside a young rapper, his lips moving in agony, lost in memory. Mama Ama, softly. He's caught in soul delay, repeating the day his father left. She placed her palm over his heart. Her chai radiated. A pulse of lavender light spread from her touch. Suddenly she gasped. A golden thread shot from her chest, linking to the boy. Then another thread, to another warrior. Then 10, then hundreds. Each thread hummed. Some pulsed strongly. Others flickered like dim stars. Above, the clouds parted. The shield descended, woven from braided light and heartbeat. The Love Link shield. It didn't crash against her arm. It embraced it. As it touched her, her aura blossomed into a web of warmth. She felt everything. Every pain. Every tale. Every hope they feared to voice. Mama Ama, tears cascading. They never needed to combat alone. The shield shimmered. Her chai surged. Standing tall, she raised her voice, not in anger, but in melody. Mama Ama singing. Child, your rhythm never faded. Even when your hands fell silent, I carried your chords in silence, awaiting your light to bloom. The warriors stirred. One by one, their bodies stirred. The dream loops cracked. Their eyes fluttered open. Tears, laughter, collapse. Warrior number 1. I felt you, Amma. I wished to exit this life, yet you drew me back. Warrior number 2. I glimpsed my daughter in that loop. You revealed I still have time. Mama Amma. You aren't lost. You simply paused. And I'm here now. The shield pulsed again, sending waves of light throughout the soul tundra. The echo frost receded. A village began to rise where sorrow once dominated. Jingle. Wrap the wounded in rhythm. The heart knows. Affirmation. I carry the tribe within my pulse. My love is my armor. Donation. Interlude. Mama. Amma's love awakens the frozen. If this moment melted something within you, let your offering weave into the web. Cash App. Rap Palace 214. The warmest shields form in unity. Shield Ascension. Rise of the Rap Tribe. Written by the Council of Gregs. Chapter 4. Pulse Break. The Form of Echo Ascension Perspective. Anonymous Cherry. The sound arrived first. Not melody, not rhythm. A low, collapsing static, like a broken radio pleading for mercy. Anonymous Cherry stood within the ancient ruins of the Echo Monastery, summoned by an undeniable vision. His soul mirror shield shimmered lightly, yet something felt amiss. The wind stuttered. The sky dimmed. From the shattered archway, a figure cloaked in violet distortion appeared. Is that? Anonymous whispered, squinting. Yes. It was DJ Solace, once his closest cipher twin, now twisted by the same distortion that had corrupted Twilight Zone rap. DJ Solace, grinning. You left me in the feedback, remember? While you sought mirrors, I drowned in delay. He raised his hand. Sonic daggers flew. Anonymous instinctively blocked, but the shield cracked. Crack! He staggered back, stunned. DJ Solace. Your shield isn't prepared for me. This isn't self-love, it's pressure time. The reality warped. Illusions burst forth, versions of Anonymous from his darkest hours, his deepest fears. He felt encircled. One Anonymous laughed. Another wept. One screamed, "You're unworthy of healing!" He dropped to one knee. The soul mirror shield flickered, then shattered into light. Silence. A voice, calmer, deeper. When a mirror shatters, it reflects more. Anonymous gasped. Light from the shards began to sing. Each piece floated around him, vibrating like chords. Past, present, future colliding. From his back, chi formed wings of refracted time. The air rippled. The illusions began to rewind. His spirit surged. His aura exploded into a chromatic blaze. Echo Ascension form, the voice declared. His eyes glowed with silver and gold. Every word became doubled in dimension. He stepped forward. The ground pulsed with memory, raising his hand. A new shield emerged. A rotating prism of emotion, truth, and choice, etched with infinite waveform loops. The prism echo shield. He struck forward, not in fury, but in recognition. Illusions shattered. DJ Solace screamed as his distortion unraveled. Anonymous stood tall, inhaling deeply. Anonymous. I didn't come here to prevail. I came here to remember who I am. The wind stilled. The chai settled. The Echo Monastery whispered once more, and the rap realm took heed. Jingle. When reflection breaks, revelation builds. Echo Ascension. Affirmation. I am more than one moment. I am every version that dared to rise again. Donation. Interlude. New forms do not just appear, they awaken. If you've ever broken and returned brighter, donate to keep the Ascension alive. Cash App. Rap Palace 214. Your offering shapes the echo. Your love amplifies the light. Jingle. When reflection breaks, revelation builds. Echo Ascension. Affirmation. I am more than one moment. I am every version that dared to rise again. Donation. Interlude. New forms do not just appear, they awaken. If you've ever shattered and emerged brighter, donate to uphold the Ascension. Cash App, Rap Palace 214. Your offering shapes the echo. Your love amplifies the light. Chapter 5. Heartline Clash. Amma versus the Silver Mine Perspective. Mama Amma Rap. The soul tundra shook, not from fear, but tension. A storm of silver fog breached the skies, rendering every healing web Amma had spun to flicker. At its core floated a single board. Polished chrome, carved with cosmic glyphs, it balanced flawlessly in midair. Riding it, Silver Surfer Rap, once a warrior dedicated to peace, now tainted by the psychic venom of Twilight Zone Rap's corruption. Silver Surfer Rap, cold. Mama, Amma, you're the heart, right? Let's see if the heart can bear a psychic fracture. He launched at her, breaking the light spectrum. The board split into fractal duplicates, each a mental assault shaped by grief, regret, and betrayal. Amma spun. Her love link shield pulsed once, then broke into radiant chi threads, wrapping around her wrists. She dodged, she blocked, yet each psychic blow burrowed deeper. Visions of past losses whirled. Her sister's last breath, the warrior she couldn't save, the village erased by a storm. Her knees buckled. Silver Surfer Rap. All that love, yet you couldn't save everyone. Perhaps the shield's a facade for the weak. The threads snapped. The love link shield dimmed. She fell. But suddenly came the whispers. From every soul she touched. From the tribe she helped restore. From those she thought she failed. They rose in harmonious resonance. Voices together. You didn't fail us. You upheld us. Her chi ignited again, now glowing golden green threads. Her shield reformed, not static. It sprouted wings. The Heartline shield emerged. A living, breathing chi construct connecting to every soul in the Rap tribe. She ascended. Mama Amma, you're not battling me. You're contesting everything I ever fed into this tribe. Her threads lashed outward, binding Silver Surfer Rap's arms, legs, and board. The fog shattered. Twilight Zone's hold screamed, but couldn't endure. With a prayerful pulse, Amma whispered, "Return to yourself." Silver Surfer Rap collapsed into her embrace, tears breaking through the haze. Silver Surfer Rap. Thank you. I yearned not to be lost. Mama Amma. You weren't. You just ceased listening to the song within. The storm receded. The tundra inhaled again. And Amma stood firm, her shield resonating with the life force of the Rap tribe itself. Jingle. Wrap the rage in rhythm. Watch love rewrite the storm. Affirmation. I shield the tribe not by blocking pain, but by loving it into power. Donation. Interlude. Love isn't weakness. It's the choice to protect what others abandon. If Amma's power touched you, help us sustain the Heartline. Cash App. Rap Palace 214. Every offering strengthens the web of care. Chapter 6. The Scroll Awakens. Legacy Unlocked. Perspective. Z-Rap. He was the youngest among them, but his soul carried echoes older than war. Z-Rap, just 15 cycles old, roamed the bassline depths. He didn't walk like a soldier. He floated between memory pulses, following faint bars spoke only in dreams. In his bag, an unscanned scroll, handed to him by a masked elder before vanishing in a blink of static. He was warned not to open it, so he did. The scroll ignited with ancestral flame, unveiling rhymes etched in a tongue sounding like thunder whispered through soil. The land shook. Suddenly, an armored spirit arose before him, composed of layered lyrics and metallic bass. It spoke rhythmically. Legacy Spirit. You who carry verse not from pride but from purpose. You who seek not power but share the promise. Step forward and embrace the code. Z-Rap stepped into the circle of light. The scroll dissolved, wrapping around his arm, its ink becoming armor, its rhymes tattooing his soul. The chronoverse shield formed, a radiant scripture shield shaped like a vinyl gatefold, glowing with moving calligraphy and symbols from lost elders. But it wasn't just a shield, it was a library of combat wisdom. He lifted it, and instantly absorbed the defensive forms of the founding tribes, the rhythm math of soundwave tricks, and protection prayers of ancestor DJs. Suddenly, from the depths, a slithering beast of corrupted knowledge emerged. Plagiarism Rap, a creature formed from stolen flows, counterfeited quotes, and lyrical mimicry. Plagiarism Rap. You too young. I'll snatch that shield, remix your voice, and erase your history. Z-Rap didn't flinch. He planted his feet firm, his eyes pulsed with scripture, and his voice deepened. Rap. This isn't imitation. This is foundation. He He raised the chrono-verse shield and proclaimed a battle prayer. Line by line, let the truth defend me. The shield glimmered. Every stolen line aimed at him evaporated in midair. The beast charged and was intercepted by an ancestral flow backspin. 1 strike. 2 strikes. Then a resurgence of forgotten cadence, and the beast crumbled to dust. Zrap exhaled. The shield pulsed. The bassline depths began to realign. A child of rhythm had awakened the past, and the future now held a guardian of memory. Jingle. The future bends for those who carry the past with honor. Affirmation. I am the echo and the author. The scroll lives in me. Donation. Interlude. Z. Rap embodies the wisdom of generations. If his stand ignited inspiration in you, support the legacy. Cash App Rap Palace 214. Don't let sacred verse fade. Join the preservation effort. Shield Ascension. Rise of the Rap Tribe. Written by the Council of Gregs. Chapter 7. The Discord Signal. Twilight's Trap Perspective. Twilight Zone Rap. From a tower of obsidian glass deep within the distortion veil, Twilight Zone Rap gazed into the reverb grid, a swirling interface of Rap Tribe soul frequencies. He didn't blink. He didn't breathe. His hand hovered over an ancient control console, a soundboard crafted from broken promises and cursed verses. Twilight Zone Rap, whispering. They believe they're rising, yet they merely align with my tempo. Behind him stood his inner circle, twisted reflections of once honorable warriors, now fused with chaotic feedback. He triggered a sequence known only as Project Overcast, a harmonic inversion pulse capable of rewriting shield resonance. A ripple burst from the tower. Back in the Rap realm, the shields of the awakened warriors, Anonymous's Prism Echo Shield, Amma's Heartline Shield, Vegeta's Flame Truth Shield, and Z-Rap's Chronoverse Shield, all flickered momentarily. Just a second. Yet a second too long. Enough for a whisper to seep through. Back in the bassline depths, Z-Rap stood isolated, still acclimating to the rhythm memory of the Chronoverse Shield, when a faint, recognizable voice echoed within his mind. Voice. Z, it's me, your brother. Z froze. That voice had vanished with the Divide War, but it returned, perfect cadence, flawless pitch. Zrap. Tariq? Suddenly, his shield pulsed violently. Its scripture lines warped. One segment of ancestral memory faded. Simultaneously, across other zones, every warrior began hearing personal memories, distorted just enough to jolt their focus. Twilight Zone Rap leaned back, smiling. Twilight Zone Rap. I don't need to destroy their shields. I merely need to distort the source. He pressed another button. The sky over the Soul Tundra darkened to violet. Lava flowed sideways in the Tempo wastelands. The Echo Monastery shook, and in the heart of it all, a tear formed in reality. From that tear emerged a being unlike any they'd faced. The Reversal Prophet, a former tribe elder enveloped by paradox, now speaking solely in backward truths. His first words, the Reversal Prophet. Your protection is your prison, your unity, your undoing. He strode calmly through the realms, untouched by shields, and the Rap Tribe remained oblivious to his presence. Jingle. When shields flicker, don't panic. Watch the source. Affirmation. My clarity cuts through illusions. My root rhythm can't be corrupted. Donation Interlude. Twilight Zone. Rap has launched a full harmonic assault. Now more than ever, the tribe needs unity. Fuel the front line. Cash App, Rap Palace 214, don't just watch. Contribute to the comeback. Shield Ascension. Rise of the Rap Tribe. Written by the Council of Gregs. Chapter 8. Fragment Verse. Z-Rap's Reflection Battle. Perspective. Z-Rap. The voice lingered. Tariq, his brother, swallowed since the Divide War and the static storm that fractured half the Cipher District. Now his voice echoed in Z-Rap's mind like a secret verse nobody dared record. Voice, gentle. You left me behind, but I never ceased to spit for you. Z stumbled. His chronoverse shield pulsed erratically. Every scripture line scrolled too quickly, overlapping. Then, boom! A mirror formed out of vibration. Z stared. His reflection shimmered, then stepped out. It was Tariq, but not entirely him. This Tariq possessed twilight mist trailing his outline. His aura pulsated with jagged half-rhymes. Tariq, smirking. You let the tribe rewrite you, yet I remain the original verse. Z rap. You're not real, you're not. Tariq. You sure? Or do you fear I dwell in your doubt bars? The mist ignited. Suddenly, Z was pulled into the reflection arena, a mental plane scattered with vinyl shards and distorted beat echoes. Tariq charged. Each strike landed like an unresolved memories had failed to heal. Their battle wasn't physical, it flowed like a narrative. Z swung his shield, blocking lines. Tariq. You ascended through the tribe, but buried our past. Tell me, little brother, how long can you endure? Z gritted his teeth. His shield quaked. He felt the distortion gripping at his mind. But from deep within, a pulse surged. Not from dread. Not from pride. From remembrance. He wasn't defined solely as Z-Rap. He embodied every lesson Tariq imparted. Every cipher circle they created. Every verse they shared when complete. He raised his hand. Zrap. You are not my foe, you're my echo, and it's time I turned echo into elevation. His chronoverse shield erupted into brilliant light, not golden or violet, but harmonic teal. The script solidified. His aura calmed. The battlefield dissolved. Tariq's figure paused. A look of pride washed over him. Then he vanished. Back in the bassline depths, Z collapsed onto one knee, sweat dripping, shield warm. He hadn't silenced the distortion, yet he had reclaimed his identity from it. A jingle. Even echoes break when clarity takes the mic. Affirmation. I remember, I rebuild, I rise. Donation interlude. Z-Rap just transformed shadow into sound. If this chapter awakened someone you've yet to confront, honor that journey with support. Cash App, Rap Palace 214. Memories of Verse, don't leave it unreleased. Shield Ascension, Rise of the Rap Tribe. Written by the Council of Gregs. Chapter 9, Inside the Zone. Twilight's core perspective. Twilight Zone. Rap, it was not a mind. It was a maze. The inner realm of Twilight Zone rap twisted like vinyl warped by heat and sorrow. Each wall throbbed with forgotten thoughts. Rooms filled with silent laughter, unspoken grief, static echoes of lost possibilities. No doors, just loops. At the center sat Twilight Zone rap, knees drawn, eyes wide, unblinking. He didn't need to. His mind looped everything simultaneously. Memories of his youth in the rap tribe, when he was still Cairo Verse, a philosopher of sound, a guardian of tonal harmony, flickered in the shadows. But soon, the tribe ceased to listen. They called him a riddle speaker. They labeled his ciphers too bent for battle. They turned to more ostentatious flows and simpler hooks, and Cairo Verse became silent, until that silence cracked and began to whisper back in dissonance. That whisper formed the Twilight Pulse, an erratic rhythm so unpredictable, it rewrote the tempo of all it touched. He welcomed it. Let it change him. Let it redefine him. Now he sat in that inner core, encircled by illusions of old tribe leaders giggling, mocking. Overhead, a grand screen flickered alternate realities, where he stood as tribe leader, where the shields bowed to his distorted wisdom. But deep within, the smallest beat remained. Uncorrupted, it tapped at his ribcage like a prisoner. Twilight Zone rap, growling, "No, not now, I've buried you." Yet it beat louder, louder, until a figure materialized from the walls of his mind. A young version of himself, Cairo Verse, barefoot and filled with pure rhythm notes. Cairo Verse, calmly. You can distort time, Cairo, but you cannot erase truth. Twilight screamed and lashed out. Reality cracked, but the core wouldn't shatter. Cairo Verse continued to approach. Cairo Verse. They didn't reject you. They feared your depth, and you allowed that fear to write your gospel. A tremor divided the mind maze. Twilight clutched his head. Twilight Zone rap. No, I am the zone. I contain every path. Cairo Verse. Then why do you persist in circling this one? The beat in Twilight's chest pulsed once, then ceased. His mindscape darkened, and for a moment, just one moment, tears filled his eyes. But then a glitch surged. Twilight shoved Cairo Verse back into the wall, locked the beat away once more. The zone reformed, stronger, crueler, and Twilight Zone rap stood firm. Twilight Zone rap. Let them arrive. Let their shields shine. I'll rewrite their roots. He advanced. Reality bent and shattered. Jingle. The darker the zone, the deeper the echo. Affirmation. Even distortion began as truth, and truth never dies. Donation interlude. Every villain boasts a rhythm. If you glimpsed the wounded artist within the enemy, offer something in their honor. Cash App, Rap Palace 214. Not every beat is evil. Some are simply unheard.